drivers and riders performing outrageous stunts with impossible skill. This was what Travis Pastrana and his co-founders imagined when they established the Nitro Circus. A hit TV show followed, and by 2010, their success gave rise to a live tour.
Most kids dream about flying. Grown-ups do, I know I do all the time. And there's so many ways you can do it. Hang gliding, skydiving, paragliding, or you can be like Travis Pastrana and do it on a motorbike. You're gonna need your crazy helmets for this one.
The man of the hour arrived in the same fearless spirit which saw him start riding motorbikes at the age of 4. From racing, he moved to freestyle and won every gold medal competition could offer.
Travis, welcome to South Africa, to Cape Town.
This is beautiful.
Look at that.
Thank you guys so much.
I think I speak for all your fans when I say thank you so much for making it this time.
Oh, I'm excited for making it this time. I mean, had a broken leg last time, was in surgery, but to come here to Cape Town to kick off the tour, I just spent a couple days in Johannesburg, just seeing the sights. This is awesome for me. This is such a dream come true. Everyone that came over 2 years ago when Nitro came, they all basically said it was the absolute most amazing experience of their entire life. And you have the best in the world that are all fighting to be on this tour for this year, and it's going to be a spectacular show.
One of your largest shows was right here in South Africa, up in Johannesburg.
The greatest part about coming down here to South Africa, besides the weather and just the awesome environment, is the fans. There's such an awesome base of action sports enthusiasts. I mean, I came over when I was 12 years old to race Grant Langston, who ended up being world champion. So, you guys definitely have a lot of guys that are into action sports. We had one of the biggest crowds we've ever had. We go to the O2 Arena and Madison Square Garden, but they all have a roof that's 50 feet high. So here, the stadiums are huge. We can go as high as the guys are willing to go, and it's going to be one spectacular show.
To us, to the audience, to your fans, it looks absolutely insane, but is it a very meticulously calculated risk?
For me, I'm 33 years old. I'm definitely one of the elder statesmen of the sport for sure, but my job is safety. My job is to make it so that these guys can go bigger, but do it in the safest way possible. And a lot of times, that's going higher. And that sounds counterintuitive, but it gives you a little bit more time. And the landing is actually made of air. It doesn't give much. It'll still break them if they mess up, but hopefully they'll live to tell the tale.
What about physically? Do you intensify your training, or are you just ready to go at all times?
At the end of the day, the best training that we can possibly do is be on our bikes, be on our scooters, be on our skateboards. So, we've been riding all the way up to this point, and everyone's like, are you guys gonna practice when you get there? I said, well, if we haven't figured it out by now, we'll warm up, we'll make sure the bikes are good, and make sure, everything's, the altitude, everything works out. But we should have our stuff, and if we don't, you're gonna see some good crashing.
I would imagine a huge amount of preparation goes into getting the show ready for the audience.
One of the most difficult things about bringing this action sports show all the way down to Johannesburg and down to South Africa is getting all of the equipment. But it's awesome because we have over 100 guys that all came out from all over the world, 30 of the best freestyle and action sports athletes in the world. But also you have 50 plus guys that just build this ramps and do all the setup. This is absolutely awesome for us, and just to be able to make it down here is a dream come true.
Travis was the first to land a double backflip on a motorcycle. But watching his incredible stunts can't be easy for those he loves.
You have a gorgeous family. When one's young, it's easy to take risks and do all kinds of crazy things, but has your approach changed now that you've got a family?
Risk to reward always changes, but that passion, I want my kids to see their mom going out there and being passionate, show them that women can do whatever they want to do. I have 2 little girls, 2 and 4 years old, and they both ride motorcycles, and it's scary. And it scares me to death, and I hug my mom every day now for allowing me to go chase my dreams, because it's been awesome. I get to travel around the world. I'm here in South Africa. This is rad. I
saw a lovely pic of you and I think your eldest daughter, Addie, sitting on a quad bike with you. Are your kids going to follow in Dad's footsteps?
Everyone says, what are your kids going to do when they grow up? I said, well, whatever they want. If they're passionate about it, I'll support them. I tried to give them a golf club. They didn't like it. Tennis racket, not working. They seem like they really like action sports, but it's what they're surrounded by right now. So it's just scary to think, when I was a kid growing up, we never thought you could do backflips and all this stuff. And I have my daughter who's 4 years old on the trampoline. Like, I want to do a triple backflip like she. I'm like, are you sure? So it's going to be a wild ride.
I think you're going to get back what you gave to your parents.
Yeah, hell.
From a garage in Utah to a massive following around the world, did you ever dream that this is where things were going to go, or was this that's happened, is it a byproduct of your passion?
At the end of the day, Nitro Circus, everyone says, how did it start, or how did it come about? It was just the best riders in the world. I had the first foam pit. So everyone was coming to the house, everyone on skateboards, bicycles, motorcycles, and we just filmed it just because it was awesome. It was before YouTube and all that stuff, and we got a TV show, and then Johnny Knoxville called up and said, hey, what can you guys do? I wrote him a list of 15 pages, and within 2 weeks we had a show on MTV, and just had this following from around the world, and it's universal. It doesn't matter what language you speak, what culture, what religion, everyone can understand a motorcycle or a skateboard flying that high through the air, and just that passion is what's taken it around the world.
One of the most entertaining parts of the show is watching the audience members' faces as you do those tricks. How do you top yourself every time? How do you top a double backflip between two barges?
One of the most interesting things now with YouTube and with the internet, you can do something amazing, something that takes years to learn. And if you do it yesterday, everyone today has already seen it. So to continue topping and continue making it better, you have to drop people's jaws. And I think that's the best feeling is when you go out and you have a lot of moms or sisters or girlfriends, they come to, they're like, oh, Nitro Circus. And they're the ones that are just, can't believe it when they see it in person. So that's a great feeling.
It's hard to challenge a band of daredevils who voluntarily ride tricycles off ramps and even furniture on wheels. But Cape Town did manage to find wheels the guys had yet to race.
Well, you have said that you can ride anything as long as it's got wheels. Does that include a classic Vespa?
This is the first time I've had to get an explanation on how to shift a motorcycle since I was probably 4 or 5 years old. But yeah, Bill Coast set up a race. We're going up Signal Hill. They got me the slowest bike, but it's going to end well. I'm going to win.
When they say leave it to the professionals, they mean this crew. Their antics have sold over 3 million tickets. Their programs and documentaries air in 60 countries, and they boast 20 million fans on social media because they are such great value.
And just absolutely shattered. I'm here to announce the results. The winner is Travis Pastrana. Second place, Steve Binney. And the idiot that has to walk the plank is me.
They're always pushing the limits, which is why last year Travis launched the Nitro World Games, completely rebooting action sports competitions. Judging by the reception they get here, South Africa would be an ideal place to host the next games. Just saying, Travis.